Sitting just north of Brazil, Suriname is a green jewel famed for its pristine rainforest. Hidden in the tangled web of forest, there are over 7,500 species of plants and animals, alongside countless numbers of insects and arachnids. 1 week into our 3-week journey, and as the sun goes down, the forest comes alive. My first real chance to get a sense of this forest and what's living in it. And wandering around at night is always the best way of doing that. But there's one creature here that should strike fear into the hearts of all the crew. So naturally, I had to take a look. There you go. This is the biggest ant in the world, and the insect with the most painful sting, the bullet ant. They're pretty big in size, and they have a neurotoxic venom, which is intensely painful.
Is it a bite or a sting?
It's both. They bite with the mandibles, with the teeth essentially, and then they sting into the wound that they've created. It's one of the most fascinating things about evolution, how a creature this tiny could make something as big as me just collapse in pain. I've been stung by bullet ants before, and the pain is indescribable. We need to watch our step. But there are other, bigger creatures out tonight. This is a skeleton tarantula. Its venom, while painful, isn't fatal to humans. That's about the most perfect tarantula burrow I've ever seen. What this lacks in punch, it makes up for in attitude. It's got protective, irritating hairs, and it kicks them up into the air where they get into your eyes and nose. There are silken trip lines out through all the leaves, and anything that walks over them triggers them, and the spider can sense it and pounces out. Unfortunately, I made a little bit too much movement coming in here, and so the spider's retreated. The bullet ant and the skeleton tarantula may be small in size, but they can bring a grown man to his knees. Our next discovery gives these two some stiff competition. This would have to be every arachnophobic's worst nightmare. It's a wandering spider, so named because they're very active hunters. They go out and they seek their prey when they're prowling, and it's one of the ways that they can come into contact with human beings. And this has a call to being potentially the most venomous spider in the world, and being bitten by them is not good. There is one added extra element to the wandering spider tale, which is that in its venom, it's got a unique component which affects men. It's what's called a vasodilator. It means that it makes your veins and your arteries expand. And in men, it can lead to endless, painful erections and then total loss of any sexual ability afterwards. Oh, they move so fast.
That's pretty nasty.
It is. That's why I put my tent an awful long way away from yours, just in case you get bitten. We call it a night and head back to camp. And as the sun comes up, I realise we weren't the only ones on a nighttime excursion. I got anted in the middle of the night. Leafcutter ants came in. Look what they did to my carpet. This pristine jungle is absolutely vital for the protection of South America's biodiversity, and the sheer amount of wildlife is a testament to how well Suriname's rainforests are protected. And now the monsters under my bed have gone for the day, we can all trek a little easier.